Christmas.
With an increase in the number of online scams and Facebook Marketplace meetups going wrong, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service has decided to spread the joy and safety net a bit further. We're going to be talking about transforming the St. Joseph Police Youth Club into a safe online trade zone. We're speaking this morning about the Secure Trading Project right here on the Now Morning Show. And joining us in studio is Corporal Sasha Williams Goddard, 2nd Division Officer in charge of North Central Division, Community-Oriented Policing Section, SDOI North Central. Good morning and welcome. I'm going to say Corporal.
Good morning. Yes, that's a mouthful. So good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I am all right. How are you?
I am well, thank you. And thank you so much for joining us. This seems like quite an exciting project, but to be fair, we definitely need to get a bit more into the background of what inspired this. So let's start there.
Sure. So, of course, we know the problem that we've been having with our online trades and meetups. The TTPS continues to be proactive and not just react to when we get those reports of crime. So, of course, this is one of our numerous measures in our proactive crime fighting tactics, especially for the Christmas season. So, of course, it's a temporary program and we're running this as a pilot to see how it works. And then we're going to transform it, hopefully moving forward into further projects.
And something that we definitely can look forward to. And I think one of the things that really we can be taken with this is, of course, we know the youth need to get involved. The way that you just...
Yes, indeed.
So let's speak about specifically turning this space into a safe trading zone. You said that this is a pilot project. Or let's say, how are you going to measure the success of this and then moving forward? Because to be fair, we're already looking at such a, for want of a better expression, a hot season.
Yes.
So you may see different trends now versus what you're going to see, let's say, post-carnival.
Yes.
So tell us how we can expect to see some of those changes taking place. And I would say, I guess, what your main expectations are going to be for the Secure Trading Project.
Yes. So, but we are hoping that more people utilize the service and then more people can come to this space, do their transactions safely, and that we see a rapid decrease in the number of those types of offenses happening across the season. Pre-Christmas, we already had quite a large number of trades and transactions happening at public meeting spaces, roadside, even at persons' homes. So we are anticipating that the more people use this project, the more people use the safe space, that we see a rapid decline and not an increase in the number of fraud offenses, robberies, etc.
Now, for those of you who are just joining us, what we're speaking about right now is the fact that the St. Joseph Police Youth Club is transforming into a safe online trade zone. And this is brought to you by the North Central Community-Oriented Policing Section. So it started already and it's going all the way until Christmas Eve from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's a safe space that is designed for safe online trades and transactions, reducing the risk of fraud and criminal activity. So with that in mind, we're looking at coming in and essentially being able to shop.
So no, it's not. Someone asked, is this a pop-up market?
Right.
No, it's not. It's not a pop-up market. You're not coming and set up as a vendor. Just as you would make those online transactions, we have this marketplace craze that's happening.
Yes.
People are buying online, selling online. So, don't meet the persons at the car park areas, don't meet the persons at your home.
Mm-hmm.
Just make the little extra effort to come to the safe zone, and it reduces your chances of being a victim of a robbery or a larceny or some sort of fraud, because we have police officers that are managing this space.
Right.
And we're all armed. It's during 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So, it gives us the opportunity to assist our citizens with maintaining their safety while getting those Christmas gifts that you so desperately want.
Mm-hmm. As you mentioned that particularly, and of course, the better places to meet people.
Yes.
One of the things that we've seen the TTPS over the years say is if you need to perhaps meet somebody for a drop-off or a pickup, do it at a police station.
Yes.
So it's good to see that this space is being provided for that. You also mentioned that there will be, for want of a better expression, some heavy security as
Yes,
well,
of course.
which is necessary at the time. So we're looking at all sorts of transactions you can conduct there.
Yes, of course, legal.
What about, yeah. So I just have to ask from this perspective as well, for those who perhaps want to have those conversations, or maybe just online shopping, I could just pop in and be like, you know what, I want to interact with this person now, but I don't feel particularly safe. So can you oversee while I actually do this transaction online itself?
We are definitely not getting involved in your transaction.
Okay.
We're maintaining your privacy. However, we do advise persons when they come about some of the things that they can utilize, some of the strategies that they can use to ensure that they verify their seller or their buyer, as well as they verify the item that they are about to purchase or sell, and do that necessary vetting that some people overlook sometimes. Yeah, so we advise you and we allow you to do your own transaction safely. We're not providing any other facility. We're not getting involved in your personal transaction. However, of course, we just advise and provide the security of a space that is now, that has been used for young people, but they are on a bit of a break. So we are transforming that space to supply some needs for the rest of the country.
Is this something that is new, or have you done this before?
It's new-ish. So we have been using our police stations as safe zones. Some people don't always want to go to a police station. So we found it necessary to provide a space that is still police managed, but it's not a station. And we have our officers there that can do the same thing. Take a report if there's some sort of illegal activity. We can still take that report, and we can still get it to the station. But it just is a little bit more comfortable than going to a police station, a little less intimidating, I should say. Based on what we've gotten from the citizens, a little less intimidating. So you can just come, feel comfortable. It's a large space, so you can plug in the TV or the microwave or the kettle and make sure it's working. So there's a lot that you can do to just verify. So,
Corporal, as you would have mentioned initially, this is something similar to a pilot. So once this is deemed to be satisfactory, is this something we can expect to see being rolled out throughout the country?
Well, we can hope. What happens after every project? We submit our reports, we do our M&E, and our executive makes the final decision. So it really is upon the decision of our commissioner and the deputy commissioners. But what I can say, everything that has been successful, the executive has found ways to make it better and to do it again to make sure that more citizens can benefit from anything that is working. So once it works, I know that our executive is going to buy in and try to expand.
And again, we're speaking about the Safe Trading Zone, the secure trading project that's happening. Now, you would have mentioned, of course, all legal online transactions, to say the least. I mean, of course, it should go without saying, but you never know.
You have to say it sometimes.
I have to ask, because it's Christmas and people buy all sorts of wild things, and you can buy all sorts of things online. So is it that we're only looking at certain items, or is it the bigger the better? Like maybe I see a car and I say, all right, I want this. We can come there and do the transaction.
Oh yes.
What if I want to buy a puppy?
Same. So, of course, once it's legal, once the commodity is something that can be bought or sold, yes, you can come. We've had people come to do all sorts of transactions so far, all legal, and as strange as it may seem, it's their transaction.
So, and you say strange, can I ask what kind of transaction you say?
So far it's been a lot of cars and gifts, toys, small appliances, those types of things, exercise equipment, all those kinds of things. But some people have come just asking for information. What if I want to come and buy? I'm not sure if it's mischief or if it's just curiosity. Maybe they're thinking about doing this transaction. But people have come and asked, what if I want to buy a house? How do you, right?
I mean, unless it's one of those, like prefab houses, I guess they can find a way to bring it there to be vetted.
So, of course, we just advise you. Do your necessary checks. There are institutions that you have to go to. There are regulations for almost anything. So just follow our regulations, follow the laws, and you're safe.
Yeah, definitely. And we thank you, of course, for continuing to make us safe and for your service. Before we close our conversation, any closing comments or Christmas greetings for the Trinidad and Tobago?
Oh boy. So I really would like to encourage our public to be safe. The reason for this project is to ensure our citizens remain safe during the holiday season. We won't like your season to be dampened or ruined with some sort of transaction going wrong. So please follow our guidelines. We have been making these PSAs and advising people how they can go about doing their transactions safely. So, I mean, even if you're not, let's say from South and you don't want to come up to St. Joseph, use the police stations in South, use those other police stations in your area, and verify your transactions and be safe for the season.
Thank you so much, Corporal, for joining us this morning. It's been an absolute pleasure, and hoping that you have a safe and wonderful Christmas.
Thank you as well.
This is the Now Morning Show speaking about the Secure Trading Project. Stay tuned. There's more coming up after the break.